All right, thanks so much for your interest in the courtyard scene. I'm really happy with that. What I want to show you is I have just gone ahead and I've done a little bit of work here on this tin roof thingamajig and the electrical. I may do a little bit more detail on that, but we'll see. I got the oil can in here, and I got a little box, which is nothing. Still got the doors and fixed up the light here. So I got that. And I've got some other stuff here. These are lights, and I might do something else on the back of that, but that might be okay the way it is. So I've got that. So what I want to do is I want to continue, and what I'm going to do in this video is we're going to model a garbage can, sort of an old metal garbage can. And in the next video, I think we're going to start working on the modular design for this. I'm going to make a piece here with a bit of trim and a window, and I can snap them together so I can texture one of these with the glass and the wood and the concrete of the window and the bricks of the wall. We'll have to talk about creating the bricks, and then I can just snap them together as many long as I want, and maybe I'll have this doubled up. And I think I will also do a modular piece the same width for concrete down here, something like that, I think. And I'll also do two types of windows. This style, all right, this is just a mock-up right now, and sort of a double window that I was thinking I might put one down here, or I might put those down here. I'm not quite sure, but that's what's coming up. So a lot of good things coming up. In the meantime, let's just grab something that we can bring our 3D cursor to. Didn't even need it there exactly. I'm going to move it, and let's start making this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring my 3D cursor right there. And I'm going to look from the front. I'm going to bring in a cylinder, and I'm going to use 24 vertices. Scale that down. And I want 24 because I want a vertex right here. I'm looking down from the top. Here's the front view. Okay. If I look down from the top, I want this vertex right here so I can cut this in half in a bit. All right, I'm going to scale this in the Z, and I'm going to select the top and the bottom and bevel it, and then you'll start to get the sense of what I'm doing. So something like that, and look down from the top and wireframe and delete the front of it. So I've got that piece. This is going to be the indent part, and I'm going to fill in this. So Shift Alt and click that edge and fill that in. Shift Alt and click that edge and fill it in. So I'm going to build the garbage can out of this piece, and let's just give it a try here. So an edge selection, Shift Alt and click the edge that goes all the way around, and look at it in the front. And press E and S, come out a bit. I'm going to scale in the X, make it a little bit more equal. So I've got that, and that may be a little bit too deep. Let's try scaling this in the Y. It's a little trial and error, so we're just going to see what happens. All right, I'm going to select, I think, press C, and I'm going to paint select these vertices here. And I'll do the same on the bottom, just these outside ones, like that. And I'm going to press E and S, Z. Did I do that? Z? No. E, S, Z. And I'm going to come out like that. And I'm going to SX as well. Okay, and then I'm going to take these ones and I'm going to straighten them. So SZ0, and I'll take these ones and I'll make sure I have just those outer ones, and I'll SZ0 as well. So now I can get both of those. I'll scale them in the Z a little bit. So I have something like this. Let's get a sense of what I'm going for on this. How do I want to do this? First of all, I want to lengthen this. So that's like the length. So I'll make it pretty big, I guess, probably. And then we'll scale it down. So let's see. Do I want to just array this? Let's try that and see how we like it. Array in the X. And I don't really know how many of these I need. I could do that. I'm going to click merge. Let's try this. I don't know if it'll work with my origin point, but let's try this. I want to do a simple deform. I want a bend in the Z, and I want to go 360 degrees. Something like that might work. Let's shade smooth. Yeah. Let's see. Let's just try lengthening it so it looks a little bit more like a garbage can. Those too big. Is there anything else I would want to change? If I flatten it a bit. Well, so that's 12. Let's try that. Let's apply that. And let's apply that. Come in. Merge by distance. Scale Shift Z. All right. Okay, now this, how are we doing here? So we got that there, right? Okay. Should be able to go all the way around, and let's just, let's see if I need to use loop to a circle. Maybe that may have helped a little bit. Let's just try bringing that up and seeing how nice it is. Looks pretty nice. And so you can design these. There's lots of different designs. Let's do a loop tools circle on that as well. And let's come down. And let's say that was going to be it. Let me just cap that off and bevel that with say 3. And maybe I'll put some design on there. Maybe we'll come in here and do one sort of extrusion. I don't want to do this. Okay, let's try this E and Alt S and push out. It is a lot of vertices, I will admit, but I guess that's okay. Let's try this. And does that look any good? It looks fine to me, I guess. And maybe I'll do something up here as well. Or do I want to just pull out a single one? I don't think I do. I'll go into individual origins. I'm just going to see if I like that. You know what? That looks all right. I almost wish I did that down here. I think I'm going to do that. So let's do this. Let's come in here and Control plus a couple times. We get to there. Delete those faces. Select that edge, and Control E. Bridge edge loops. Is it just the 2 of them, or I got something else? I had something else in there. Alrighty. What have I got? Yeah, that one. And what have I got in there? Okay. Lots of junk. Okay, let's try this again. Control E. Bridge edge loops. Yeah. All right. So let's just take that one and bring it out like that, and then take this and just scale it out a little bit, just for a little bit of detail. All right, so there it is. Actually, Scale Shift Z a little bit wider. Okay, and then we'll do a top on this, and I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there. I don't think I'm going to use that ring. I think I'll use another circle, and we'll go for 22. That's going to be fine. And we'll make some kind of a lid for this. Come up, and I'm going to come up again, and it's going to come in like that. Have to make a face. That's all it's going to be. What about thickness for this thing? Okay, well, let's bevel this first. Just with 3. I'm going to actually bevel that one as well. And we're going to have that. I might make it a bit more. I may have the lid off. Let's try solidify, and let's go in also and recalculate outside if need be. Okay, so there's the thickness, and I kind of like that. So I'm going to apply that. Let me Shift H to focus just on that. Do I want it a little bit thicker? It's hard to tell. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that, and it'll come in here, and I may even have a subdivision on this. We'll do that. Let's just try it. I mean, you know, how can you not like that? You know, something like that. And then let's do a handle, and let's bring the 3D cursor there. And for the handle, I'm going to use a plane. Let's look down from the top. Okay, I'm going to scale it in the Y, make it narrow, like that. Something like this. Let's just drop an edge through here and Control B, roll back to 0. So I have the 2 edges. Come like this. Take these 2 pieces and pull them down like that. Maybe this one will go up a little bit more. And then I'll take these 2 edges here, and I want to be in median point. E and SX to pull them out. I'll put a bolt there. So that'll be the general kind of thing. Let's bevel these edges though. Right there. Just Control B and pull. There's 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go for 5. So it'll be like that. And we could just go with solidify and see how we like it. And I do like it something like that. Is it too big? I don't know. Looks all right, I guess. So what have I got here? I'm gonna apply that and Shift H. I'm gonna go around and bevel it though. So I'm gonna grab the corners here and bevel them a little bit, and then the top and the bottom edge. So grab those and Control B and pull, and I'm gonna have 5 and something like that, and then it'll take me a number of clicks to get everything. You can use Control, but sometimes I don't really care. Just go around, make sure we got the whole thing like that, because you could see underneath it as well. And then it's going to pick a position like there, Control B, and I just want 3, just like that. Shade smooth. I might have to put on a couple of modifiers. So I'm going to have that, and I think I'll do the bolts in geometry, not in just in texture. It just looks a little bit better, unless you're doing a full computer game and you're just quickly going through. But you know, for me, for this, I'll use 18 vertices. F to make a face. Bring that in. Nice big bolt like that. Screw bolt, whatever you want to call it. Never know what to call these things. I'm going to extrude down and delete. I'll just do this, what I usually do. Grab that face and bevel it. Add one more. I'm going to select it all though. Alt-N, recalculate outside. Shade smooth and drop you down there. And that might be a little bit too big. I don't know, something like that. And I will just duplicate that over to here. Okay, so I think there's no modifiers on that. I'm just going to join those 2 together, and I'll eventually join it to this piece as well. So we have that, and it'd be nice to maybe have handles, although I don't know if we need them. In order to do handles, let's actually take this and bring it closer, and then we'll get the right size, and then I'll continue it. All right, so whoa, that's quite big. Okay, so let's go in and scale it down just globally in edit mode. Okay, and maybe I'll just do a handle on the side, just in that area. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Just want to grab something. Okay, I'm going to focus on that, and I'm going to look from, I guess I could just look at just any orthographic view and find something that's relatively central. And I'm wondering if that is, probably not, huh? I don't know. How about this? Okay, oh, okay, so that's the center there, right in the middle of this guy. All right, so what I'm going to do, let's try this. I'm looking from the front. Let's bring in another circle. 18 is probably fine. Scale it down. And rotate Y 90. And I'm going to push it off to the side. Huh. Thought I selected the whole thing in my 3D cursors. A little bit, nah. Whatever. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. Let's look from the side and do something pretty easy. I'm going to, let's grab those, get rid of that, take this one and this one, E and SZ, so come out like this. I'm thinking this one might be longer. I could be wrong. Let's look from the front again, and now let's give it some thickness. It's a little tricky because of the curved nature of this. We're going to see if that's going to cause us a problem or not. And let me give you an idea of what I'm going for. Yeah. And it's going to be kind of in that area. I'll shade smooth that. And there's a chance I might bend this. I don't know. I'm thinking that it's not quite center, is it? Oh, yeah, it's not. All right, let's do this then. I mean, that might be okay anyhow. We're going to give it some thickness, however. So let's start working on that. Where's my solidify? Whoa. And let's just bring that back. Okay. There we go. Well, now on the other hand, maybe I will bring that down a little bit. Maybe it's just fine like that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's apply that and focus just on that and make it a little bit better. I'll grab here and bevel these just carefully. With 3 is probably okay, it's so small. And then I will do all the edges like I usually do. And I may go up to 5, and then I'll do the top and the bottom. So a little bit of selection having to go on, but that'll fix up the shading, or most of the shading anyhow, and then we'll be able to get a better sense of what we've done. We've created a monster. This one could have just 3. Okay, there we go. Just a piece of metal there. On there. And yeah, that could work. Usually it's up there. Well, we'll see. We'll make it, and I can always move it. So let's select that. I'm going to try another handle here, and like the first one that I made. I'm going to rotate X 90. And let's take those two and scale them in. And these ones, I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of only faces. I think I'm going to do this separately. Shift Control B, and I want a nice big circle, like maybe more like that. And then these. I wonder if I can get away with 3. I wonder if I like that handle more than I like the other one. I saved the other one so we can have a look at it if we want to. Yeah, well, it's not a big deal. I'm going to get rid of that one. So I'm going to keep that one. So let's take this and bring the 3D cursor there. And let's take this piece and we'll mirror it over. We'll set the origin to the 3D cursor and make sure we're going in the right direction. So we got that guy. And just what's on here? There's nothing on here. And that's just a mirror. So I think if I'm happy enough with that, I'm going to actually just join that. Oh, and I didn't get my mirror. Okay, let me apply the mirror first. Apply the mirror and join it. Just live with that. And this piece, if I'm happy enough with it, and it's just a handle. This I threw a subdivision on, right? And without it, looks like that. I mean, from a distance, you're not going to know, so I'm going to get rid of that. And it's a curve, and I'm going to make it, I'll make it 4 though. Not 41, 4, and I'm going to convert that to a mesh. Okay, and I will set the origin to the 3D cursor, and we'll mirror it, and I'm going to join it as well. It's still easy enough to unwrap, so I'm going to apply the mirror and join it. I'm going to take the whole thing, and I'm going to recalculate outside, merge by distance, make sure I'm saving, slash key to bring stuff back, and yeah, that's my garbage can. Let me double check here, make sure, yeah, okay, that's all right. And I can still change the size of it, and I still think maybe it's a little tall. I don't know. What do you think? How about before I do any of that though, let's join some of this maybe. Let's just make a decision about this and make sure I like it. I think I'm going to try coming out to there, and I may just scale that in. No, I'm not, because I have this. Yeah. All right, I'm going to apply the subdivision, but I'm not going to like this, as you may know from previous videos. I'll think about that. I may even do that. I prefer that, and I'm going to come under here, and I want to change this one as well. Just because we can, because. All right, so that's applied. So I'm now going to take this, and I'm going to join that. All right, so I've got 2 pieces here. I'm going to rotate Z 90. Okay. I'm going to take the lid and I'm going to rotate Z. I'm just going to arbitrarily do that. That's not going to be a problem. And now I just want to look at this. I'm going to put this into a new collection. I'm going to call this trash can. And let's see. How does it look? To be honest with you, I still feel like it's too tall. So I'm just gonna do that. All this time just from a garbage can. So I'll do one there, and then what I'll do is I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there, and I will use collection instance and go for trash can, and it showed up over there, and I'm going to set the origin to 3D cursor and set the geometry origin. It's close, but not quite. And where is my open area? There it is. Okay. Well, that doesn't help. So I'm just going to get it down to roughly the same level, and I just want to have a couple of these just to, do something with the scene here. So I'm just going to have that, and rotate that in the Z. So that's just an instance of it. And that is what we have so far. All that just to make a garbage can. And to tell you the truth, I think those are embedded a little bit too much. So when you make these, I may redo it. Just go easy on the depth of that piece that we use to make that. But it's just the style of garbage can that we got here. All right, we want to roll this over. We want to rotate X90. So does it have to be? Does everything have to be laying down? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, not that. I think it does. Just because it's that kind of a scene. Just for now. We may change that. Yeah, okay, I'll stop screwing around here. And you can do one with the lid off, etc. So yeah, it looks like a zebra. It's a little bit too indented, but yeah, that's the general technique of making it anyhow. So I may go back and change that. All right, so like I said, in the next video, we are going to do the windows and do some modular stuff, start clicking it together. You'll start seeing how we're going to build this scene up. And, oh, geez, that may bother me too much. Okay, anyways, that's it for now. Thanks very much, and we'll see you next time.